Okay, what do you want to?
Okay, and here we are with the next guest. Can you start with your name and what brings you to JCON?
How? Hello, everyone. My name is Miro Wengner, and what brings me to JCON is celebrating 30 years of Java and the fact that I'm a speaker. So,
Okay, I have to show your label here. Everyone gets here some attachments. I only have the exhibitor flag, but you have a lot more. Are you a regular visitor?
yeah, I'm a big fan of JCON. Of course, I support it. I like this conference. There are so amazing people, and for me, it's actually the great opportunity to meet friends and talk to them.
And you give a talk, and the talk is about?
Yes, I give a talk, and talk is about the Java module system and lesson learned from kind of working on Robo4j project and Py4j.
Py4j, I know it. That's a project I also contribute. So it's about controlling Raspberry Pis with Java. You extended a bit the library to do a lot more automatically. How should we look at Robo4j? What does it provide?
I mean, it's a collection of the libraries, the modules that allows you to build easily some advanced robotics IoT system. I would say it's a message passing framework, very light one. It provides the training model. It allows. I have a robotic hand with me. I will show it. I hope it still works on the stage. We will go through some monitoring. I know I have already burned one servo, so but we will go to this how to avoid it. We have a Grafana, right? But mainly the talk will be about the Java module system and how to even think about it and why Java module system is important in for development of our application. Actually, it I know it has been many times presented as a Java feature. Yeah, that's true. And maybe that's also the reason why many developers are trying to or hesitate to use it because it belongs to platform. Uh, yeah, and if we working on some kind of products, right? So I think the platform part belongs strongly to it. Although the Java introduced this funny concept, Vora, right? Write once, right? Run everywhere. Yeah, it has a limitation. Which kind of dry JVM implementation you have, which is relates to the platform, right? So, yeah, we will take it from here, from this perspective, and I hope I will provide to the listeners the new, completely new view I haven't heard on presentation I have been about the Java module system, and yeah, I hope they it helps to yeah, to understand it better, like to decide why it is, what's the reason actually behind it. Yeah.
We use the module system also in the Py4j library. So to separate different implementations, it has been indeed a struggle for many to get into the project. Why is it there, and was it a good decision? On the other hand, we had someone joining the project and then delivering a new version of Py4j which was compatible with the new Raspberry Pi 5 and could do that very simple because we have modules. He only had to do one simple thing. So the modules were a big change in the JDK. Why are they so important, and what are the advantages?
I mean, when okay, so well, I put it like this: the modules before, I know it's the selling point of the modules is the before we had a class path. Basically, there is a one fact: everything would landed on the class path is a public. It wouldn't be the issue, right? In effect, if you use the reflection, any malicious code can do the reflection over the class path. But still, I think if you're selling to your manager, oh, did we have a class path and this, oh, he has no idea what you are talking about. So I would put it like this. So actually, module system kind of guides you how to be nice to the platform you use. It don't necessarily have to be Raspberry Pi. It could be your containers. Actually, it guides you. It gives you the guarantee, yeah, at the compile time and the run time that you don't turn to the unexpected situation. That not necessarily have to be illegal access exception, but it actually provides you the documentation. What I have experienced as a consultant, so I think the companies are paying a lot of money for maintaining the software. It's not the yeah, I mean hard right now to write just software. Well, I mean once the code is there, you have to maintain. I think it's a yeah, it can become very challenging, even a little bit form it in a way that you can deliver the product. So I mean, the modules should not be avoided or just by the developers stand completely against to use them because it actually is something that it helps. It makes the platform usage deterministic, not just the class path where we have really non-deterministic behavior. We've been witnessing this. So, and this is basically the message, and I will show the examples, and we will go through the, like for the beginner, yeah, how to use it.
Is it also thanks to the modules that we can reduce the total size of the runtime, for instance, to run it in Docker?
Yeah, sure. If you have it implemented properly, so that means if you have modular, like in Py4j, yeah, that you're mentioning, Robo4j is fully implemented, fully modularized on the Java platform module system. The Py4j, we use some libraries. One, they are imported to the class path as automatic modules. So, but they disallow to use the JLink because you need to decompile them and then create the module info descriptor by yourself and then compile that again and put it into jar. But you see already this, I described the solution. So you can provide very small image for the hardware that could fit your needs and run it there. Yeah, of course, this is similar to Docker.
Um, do you also attend a few of the other sessions? What topics do you think are important at this moment related to Java and evolutions in Java and how we use Java in our job?
Well, I attended other topics. Sorry, I cannot remember any specific. But what I have noticed by reading the schedule is there are a lot of talks about AI. We are also kind of exploring, I think, in the Java Champion program, so Java Champions, the AI possibilities or actually impact of our work. I've been experiencing, playing with the different modules, and also my teams using them. And there is this funny fact, the vibe coding. When I need to honestly say if this is like, it's very noticeable when someone uses the AI generated code because it actually works. The LLM, okay, LLM system. Just AI is very broad context. So in this case, it's LLM. It works like a predicting what will be the next word in the on the other. It is very simple in some kind of context, but in very advanced context or complex situation that you have in programming, it's very struggling. And as I've been mentioning about maintainability of code, so the problem is not writing the code. Problem is the challenge. I don't use the word pro. Challenge is how to maintain it for your peers in a team. And with AI, it became significantly hard, and it creates like it tripled my time, my personal time, to work with this code and to adjust it. So it's very not helpful.
I use it a lot to generate an example.
Yeah,
How
example
could
awesome.
how
Example.
could I do this with Java
Yeah.
and then try to first understand it, what it does, and then implement it myself?
Yeah, of course, generating example, perfect. It gives you a very short. I think it's some when you want to save your time for this, it's very nice context like a demo, but it's the same thing like we've been laughing, yeah, many times. And please don't use the demo as a product in production. Just I would it's the boring. If it is work for you, it's great. Well, I wouldn't recommend it from my position. Yeah, I have no strong opinion, but I wouldn't. I would explore other possibilities.
Thanks for your time. Have fun with the presentation, and thank you for your time for this interview.
Yeah, thank you very much, and have fun too.